Welcome to Finance Deep Dive. Today, we're going to talk about the secret force that pretty much saved the U.S. economy from a nosedive. And you might be surprised to hear what it is. Yep, artificial intelligence. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's rewind a bit, back to the start of 2024. Remember that? The forecast for the economy was, well, it was pretty grim. You could feel this unease everywhere, from the stock market all the way to the boardroom. And it wasn't just a hunch. Pretty much every economist out there was saying the same thing. A slowdown is coming. I mean, all the warning signs were flashing bright red. You just couldn't miss them.
So what was the main culprit? Rising interest rates. This was totally intentional, right? A tool designed to slow things down, make it more expensive for all of us to borrow money and spend.
And on top of that, you had this thing called sticky inflation. You know what I'm talking about? Prices for everyday stuff just refused to go down. It was really threatening to just choke off any kind of real growth.
So you've got all these red flags, right? A slowdown felt like a sure thing, but it didn't happen. It just never came. So the big question is, what was this hidden force that kept the economy going against all odds?
And here's the twist. The answer, believe it or not, was AI, artificial intelligence. It stopped being just another tech buzzword and turned into this incredible economic engine, roaring to life at the exact moment we needed it. Now, this isn't just me talking here. This is coming straight from the top. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, put out a statement saying AI investment is now one of the main forces propping up U.S. GDP. I mean, that is a huge deal. Okay, so how on earth did AI pull this off? Well, it all kicked off with this absolutely massive wave of investment, a huge surge of cash pouring into the very foundations of the AI revolution. We're talking about the big players here. Tech giants like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. They started dumping tens of billions of dollars into building out the whole infrastructure for an AI-powered world. Everything from massive data centers to the tiny, powerful chips that make it all run.
And the result of all that spending? A direct boost of 0.5 percentage point to U.S. GDP growth. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but trust me, in economics, that is a massive lift. It pretty much single-handedly stopped that slowdown everyone was so worried about.
But wait, the story doesn't stop there. It's not just about the money being spent. AI had another huge impact on productivity, creating something economists are calling a price cushion. So let's break down what that actually means. The AI cushion is actually a pretty simple idea. As companies started using AI, they just got way more efficient. And this jump in efficiency was so big that it started to absorb other rising costs, like higher wages, which helped stop inflation from just spiraling out of control.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, you've got AI automating all those boring, repetitive tasks. It's streamlining super complex supply chains and logistics, and it's optimizing factory floors to squeeze out more product with less waste. It's all about doing more with less.
And you can really see the dynamic here. On one side, yeah, you've got rising labor costs putting the squeeze on businesses. But on the other side, you've got these incredible AI productivity gains pushing back, acting like this powerful counterbalance. It means companies can keep their profits up without having to pass every single price hike onto you and me. And let's be clear, this is not just a Silicon Valley thing. This productivity boom is making a real difference, a tangible impact across pretty much the entire economy.
I mean, just look at how widespread this is. You've got finance, where AI is managing risk in real time. In healthcare, it's totally changing the game for diagnostics. Manufacturing, they're jumping on automation like never before. And even the energy sector is using AI to figure out future demand. Every single one of these pieces adds up to this huge shift.
But, it's not all sunshine and roses. Of course not. This kind of explosive, AI-fueled growth brings its own set of risks, and there are some really tough questions we have to start asking. Analysts are pointing to two big worries. First, is all this spending on AI creating a bubble, kind of like the dot-com bust? And second, while it's great for productivity, what about jobs? There's a real threat it could disrupt the labor market, especially for those administrative, back-office kind of roles. And that brings us to the million-dollar question, right? The economy is riding this massive AI wave. But what happens if that wave crashes? What if the spending slows down? Or what if the promised results just don't show up? That whole support system could disappear, just like that. So that's the big debate right now. Is this whole AI boom the new backbone of our economy? Something solid we can build on? Or is it just a fragile bubble, getting bigger and bigger, just waiting for a pinprick? Now, the argument that it's a new backbone, it's a strong one. There's a great quote that says, AI isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's becoming the backbone of U.S. economic resilience. A lot of smart people really believe this has fundamentally changed the game for good.
So, when you look at it, you've got two possible futures, right? On one side, you have the optimistic view, sustainable growth, built on this incredible new tech. But on the other side, you've got the pessimistic view. It's all temporary hype, a ton of risk piled up in one place, and a cool down could be fast and painful.
And so, that leaves us with the ultimate question. There's no doubt AI has completely defied expectations and kept the economy strong. But the real test? That's still ahead. Can this amazing momentum keep going? Or are we just setting ourselves up for a big fall? I guess only time will tell. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. It motivates us to keep posting.